Good afternoon. My name is Valerie Lewis, and I'm the service coordinator here at the Salvation Army at 699 Springfield Avenue in the heart of Newark, New Jersey. And what I do is I am the resource provider, really providing the resources, that connects us with the community. And what we do here is we do have after-school program that begins at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it runs to 5:30 in the afternoon. The children come in, they're either dropped off, or if they're old enough, they can come and they can just simply walk in. And they get help with their homework. They get the STEM, which is the science, technology, and engineering, math. And they also get a good meal by our nutritionists that we have, wonderful nutritionists that we have here. And the educational part is that they are trained and tested, for maybe tests or exams that they'll be having at the school. So all of that is included on a daily basis. Then we also have our summer day camp. Children are coming in from the hours of 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. And there again, they are afforded trips, day trips, Sandy Hook Beach, the Bronx Zoo. Sometimes they're taken to the skating rink to Branchwood Park, and they learn how to skate. And then we also have the face painting during the day, for the children. And there is no extra cost, for all of that. Again, they are given a great meal. They have the breakfast, they have lunch and snacks in between. And again, the STEM program is being executed during that time as well. It's not just fun and games, but we also need to teach children how to keep their minds going and their minds alert. We also have our food program, which is our food pantry. People come in on Thursdays to sign up. Not every Thursday, but the third Thursday of each month they sign up, and they pick up their food on Friday the next day. What they do have to bring is their identification, proof of income, proof of address, and if there's children in the home, they have to have proof that the children do live in the home with them, and proof that they do have children. Could be a birth certificate or something of that nature. But again, it is good nutritional food that they do receive, because that's the most important thing in today, that the children are being fed and taken care of. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do have our support group, which has been basically designed for our grandparents and seniors to give them the motivation that they need, because they are giving so much to their children, or grandchildren, I should say, grandchildren, and in some instances great-grandchildren. So they need that time of respite, they need that time of encouragement. So it is inspirational, it is motivational. We do have studies, sometimes we do Bible studies, sometimes we do some type of curriculum for them to keep the mind going, to keep the brain going. News events, current events, what's going on in the world today. And they, get into that, and we have dialogue and conversation and share. And sometimes we have a downtime where we just talk about what their concerns are. And their concerns can be many, but they're able to get through it. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes we meet for maybe 2 hours, and we run over the time, but it's a good time. It's a great time for them. We also do have free notary. I do the notary here. So if anyone in the community has a need to have anything notarized, they can call me. Because sometimes I'm out, I do, the resource provision in the area. So they do call, set up an appointment, to come in and have whatever is necessary to be notarized for free. And we also have another program called the Furniture Assist, where they can apply for assistance with furniture. Everything is for free. What they have to have is their own truck, and they have to have their own helpers to get the items on the truck. Right. So that's basically it. And one more thing is our Kinship Navigator program. So that's anyone who is raising a child other than their own. It could be a grandparent, it could be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a sibling. We have the program called the Wraparound Program. And with that, with the Wraparound, it's a $500 grant given to the caregiver to purchase materialistic needs that the child or children have that they are raising. They can receive linen, school supplies, anything for the bedroom, appliances. If the child is old enough to have a computer, they can get a computer with that. If anything that they do purchase runs over the $500, then they have to make up the difference, for that. Hygiene products, the uniforms that the children wear today is a big thing, so they can also use it for the purchase of the uniforms. If the child that they are raising is going to be graduating, they can also use that for the class dues, pictures, graduation, prom. They can use that $500 towards that, the class ring, all of those things. But then there's a second component to that, and that's called the kinship legal guardianship. And what that is a person that is raising a child. Does not necessarily mean that they are related, blood related to this particular child. But the child must be in the home for 1 year. They can apply with us, but in this particular instance, they must go before the judge. Letters are sent out to locate the parent of the child or children that's being raised in the home. And the caregiver must stand before the judge and just really explain why they want to take care of this child, what it means. But what that does, it gives that caregiver all of the legal rights to make whatever decision that has to be made for that child or children that they are raising. They must be fingerprinted. Anyone in the home age 18 or over must also be fingerprinted, because we need to know who is in the home that this child is going to be living, who it is that they're going to be living with in that home. So all of that becomes necessary. Any expenses, it's on us. We take care of that. So nothing is out of pocket for that caregiver. And so I guess that's about basically it that we do. We do have people who come in on a daily basis to come in and just ask us about the programs that we have. Very often people are surprised as to what we do here, because when people think of Salvation Army, they always think of a catastrophic situation or something disastrous. So when they come in and they find out what we do, the services and programs that they offer, so they are very much surprised. And so many people have benefited just by coming in, just with our walk-in policy, to come in, sit down, chat, talk with them, give them a cup of coffee, give them a bottle of water, and that happens very much. So that's what we do, and we thank you very much.